Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Persona 5 Strikers, the sequel to Persona 5 Royal, which we recently played. And folks, let me tell you, I never expect Koei and Atlas to get together. That's something that's completely been thrown out the window of possibilities, but lo and behold, here we are. Then again, we have a Fire Emblems Warrior, One Piece Warrior, Legend of Zelda, at least two Legend of Zelda Warriors as of now, and also Fist of the North Star. Two games of that. But nonetheless, when it comes down to Tecmo Koei and the hack and slash, normally there'd be some discrepancies. And by discrepancies, I mean sometimes it would be like a grind fest, other times it would be monotonous. See Fist of the North Star, Kin's Rage 2 for more details. But Strikers is actually pretty good. Now, we can start on with any sort of voice we want, and more importantly, we can start at any difficulty we want. And we don't have to worry about waiting for all the Phantom Thieves to be unlocked. Well, except for maybe two. The two that are introduced in the story. Because the original Phantom Thieves are all here, save for two. Sumire is pretty much trapped in training, and Maruki is enjoying life as a cabbie. So, therefore, you don't have to worry about that. By the way, due to the fact that I have data on Persona 5 Royal, and this is, by the way, for the PS4, not for the Switch or the PS5 or the Xbox One, which, by the way, you could get that for free! As far as for the Xbox One's concerned. No, this is the PS4 version, and that would explain the Atlas, Sega, and Koei Tecmo logo on the bottom, because Sega for some reason tends to brand their games. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started.
Careful, Joker! They got one coming up! Alright, let's begin the operation. That was one hell of an entrance, Joker. They're all riled up. Just keep at it. Go ham until you've drawn every last bit of attention. Everyone else?
And now we have the tutorial, ladies and gentlemen. It shows you how to use the regular buttons, which is square and triangle. Or in the case of Xbox, it's going to be XXX, YYY. But nonetheless, R2 is going to be evade, well, and right bumper or ZR or whichever one, depending on which controller you're playing for, is going to be the evade. But that's basically what you're going to be learning how to do in this game. I mean, this is literally the tutorial before they actually start the credits, by the way. And the showtime is a screen nuke in this game, practically a Musou, if you will. As opposed to it being a game ender and a very powerful almighty attack for bosses in Persona 5. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, this is the start of Persona 5 Strikers, sorry. Royal's over with. Now, I like the theme of this game. They got some really good music. Duh, it's a Persona game. But I have to have one bit of criticism right here. as far as for the game is concerned. They literally dock the number of personas you can use down to, I would say, half. Oh, and for the record, our two characters you just missed, Zenkichi, which is the middle-aged man in a suit, and Sophie, the person in the phone. And unfortunately, I'm not the one spoiling it. That would be Atlas. Then again, anime has a tendency to spoil things. But nonetheless, the whole point of this game is the fact that instead of it being palaces in this game, they're jails. And the Phantom Thieves are back after a long hiatus to try to find out where these jails are coming from. And again, I didn't spoil this game. By the way, those were new characters that you just finished seeing in the intro, so therefore, I didn't spoil a damn thing. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we're just gonna have to buckle up and prepare for a ride, because folks, this is Persona 5 Strikers. And we're pretty much going to start off with a phone conversation, as if we hadn't had enough of those in the previous game. So, with that said, we can just kick back and relax, because we're going to have ourselves a long cutscene. Oh, and for the record, yeah, you're going to have to name your own character as well, just like in every other Persona game. Except this time around, hopefully the main character is not being hounded by the police. I mean, that would be absolutely stupid. Like Phoenix Wright constantly framing Maya Fey for murder. I mean, that would just be monotonous. Very, very monotonous. Come on. I mean, they really won't go that far, will they? Oh, God damn it.
And next on the agenda is the series of incidents involving unusual behavior in public. First, we have the Vice Minister of Finance. As you're all aware, he had some sort of episode during a diet session Q&A and abruptly confessed to document tampering. Soon after that, 3 Sapporo Central councilmen confessed to bribery and publicly resigned. Next, the well-known author Mr. S. He held a press conference and announced he was retiring from writing, returning his book's awards, and deeming his body of work garbage. Then, a newscaster suddenly got down on one knee, confessed his love for his co-anchor on live TV, proposed to her, and got shot down. Lastly, the Director General of Criminal Affairs unexpectedly stripped off his clothing and ran around HQ until successfully detained.
Something amusing to you, Inspector Hasegawa?
No. Excuse me.
The vast majority of these cases have been interpreted as nothing more than bizarre outbursts. But, time and again, every instance involves a sudden change in personality. Furthermore, none of the individuals involved had any known psychological issues before their incidents. Therefore, we can surmise that these cases are the result of an external influence.
Aren't these just coincidences? Are you really implying someone out there is using mind control?
The cases I listed are only a small sample of this behavior, which appears to be happening across the entire nation.
Sounds like the Phantom Thieves to me.
I want silence! Proceed with the report.
Thank you, Commissioner Kaburagi. As you've realized, or at least as one of you realized, these cases are very reminiscent of last year's change of heart epidemic. The top brass have concluded that this is indeed the work of the Phantom Thieves.
What?
What evidence is there? No one's even established a pattern.
And we don't have any sort of motive. So far, doing it for kicks is the only thing that'd explain it.
You will investigate each of these incidents yourselves, as quickly as possible. What I expect from each of you are two things. 1, to assemble enough evidence for a successful case. 2, to do so as quickly as humanly possible. The higher-ups are hell-bent on closing this case. I do not know why. It does not matter. All that matters is producing results. Your suspect is the leader of the Phantom Thieves. Show me a thorough investigation of his entire life.
So, the Phantom Thieves rise again.
It's been a while since we rode this to Yongenjaya, huh? We're almost there. We haven't seen everyone in so long. I know it's stupid, but I'm getting kind of nervous. Yeah, when the Phantom Thieves come together, it's never anything less. Oh, we finally made it.
Ah, yes. Little does our hero know, once again, he's got an APB out on his ass. This time, he didn't even do anything wrong. He was just coming in for the summer, just want to chill with his friends. Well, the confidants that haven't left Shibuya for the summer. Oh yeah, that's right. Most of your confidants for the previous game are all gone. So, yeah, there's that. And that's especially true for one Goro Akechi because, well, you know. Even though he was slated to be in this game, they cut him out the last minute. That's the one thing I thank Koei for.
Two, three.
Surprise! We get you or what?
We missed ya.
It's been a while.
Did you get taller? Looks like you've been doing fine.
You too, Morgana.
Meow. It's gotten hot, huh?
You care for some iced coffee?
Hey, you guys hungry? Oh, Mona's practically purring.
Boy, were you surprised.
You guys did all that for us? Talk about a greeting.
We hadn't seen you in so long, we knew we had to do something. We figured the best way to get you was to have Boss let us in early.
Well, you're looking sharp. Yeah, not too bad. I'm sure you all have plenty of catching up to do. But I've got to open up soon. Go ahead and take it upstairs. After all, it's your room. Have a good time. No problem. You can just pay me back working the counter.
Deal. Now, thieves, to the hideout.
Great. Just when I was enjoying the peace and quiet.
Seriously, though, it's not a
He
joke.
never fails to disappoint. You really never change.
Won 3 of my finals in one day, too. I was really freaking out. I had so many makeup lectures in a row, I almost wasn't able to come over today.
Then I win. I only flunked one final.
You two are the same as always. Can't you at least take your classes a bit more seriously? Ooh, watch out. Miss President's gonna unleash her fist of justice. Jeez.
you please forget about that already?
So is college life all it's cracked up to be?
Yes, it's going well. I've been using the time to take care of the core curriculum. I've been busy too, but it's also a lot of fun. For example, I've learned how to selectively breed certain vegetables.
Oh! Yielded any results yet?
Boy, that got his interest.
Wait, aren't you in the management program though? Yes, but students are allowed to take courses beyond their own programs if they feel so inclined. They even offer agricultural science courses. You can learn all sorts of neat things, like the correlation between soil nutrients and yield.
Gah. That'd put me to sleep in a minute flat.
And you, Futaba? How's school been for you?
Too easy. At this point, the only hellish parts are the commute and PE. Praise me more. Keep it coming.
Well, how about you then? You're the one we're most curious about. You doing okay back home?
Well, that's a relief. Even though you seem like you'd be fine no matter where you ended up.
Well, I've been getting by too, but without you around, it's sort of like stuff is just kind of bleh.
Of course, he's our leader. It's only natural.
That's right.
Once a phantom thief, always a phantom thief.
Well, I'd say we start coming up with summer vacation plans. Anyone have any ideas?
Oh, right! We should figure that stuff out.
You're fine to stay here through all of vacation, right?
Well, how about a trip, guys? Come on, we've got a whole month to rage!
Aren't you forgetting about your homework?
Blah.
Not only do you have homework, but you're third years now. You need to start thinking not just about graduation, but post-graduation.
No, stop! Don't bring that up. Not now, please.
Ryuji never changes.
Back to the topic at hand. If I may suggest Kyoto, I'll find an abundance of inspiration if we tour each temple and shrine. Oh, the sheer wealth of beauty I can witness in a whole month. I can hear the treasures of our history calling to me.
Yeah, if it's a month-long art tour, I'm totally gonna pass.
A trip does sound nice, but what if we all went camping first? We can all go hiking and stuff during the day, and even throw together a barbecue at night.
Barbecue? Aren't those always big gatherings for people who socialize IRL?
Sounds fun. You can leave the firewood chopping to me.
Kicking summer off right with a barbecue buffet. Sounds badass to me. How about you?
Good point. A proper meal needs a bit of color to it.
It does sound rather fitting for the summer. I like the idea, but we'll need an awful lot of vegetables to balance it out.
Huh. A barbecue is one of the few things in this world that could pull me away from art. Our history's treasures can wait a bit longer.
Choosing food over art. You sure your priorities are solid there, Inari?
All right, our first reunion party has been unanimously decided. We're going camping.
And with that settled... Emma, list recommended camping gear.
I have compiled a list of items recommended for camping. There was a sporting and travel goods store near 705 in Shibuya. Customer reviews rate this as the best relevant store in your area.
Ooh, what's that?
The virtual assistant, Emma. You haven't heard of it yet?
Oh, I think I have. It knows, like, basically everything and does all sorts of stuff for you, right?
Oh, yeah! It's got this, eye that thinks for it, right?
I think you mean AI, not an eye.
Right. It stands for artificial intelligence. It can search all kinds of databases, conduct navigation, manage your schedule, even talk out logic problems and stuff with you. The makers go on about how you can ask it anything and you'll get the best possible answer.
I remember seeing a demo of one on TV the other day. They were showing off its functions and talking about how it's the next big thing.
Yep, that's it, all right. Pretty solid tech, considering it's roughly 1,000 times smarter than Ryuji.
Shut up! They sound kind of cool, though. I bet it'd tell us where all the best ramen shops are.
Yeah, You should all download it. I'm telling you, it's the bee's knees.
I suppose it'd at least be handy if we ran into any trouble while camping.
That's a good idea. Why don't you get it too?
Hello, this is Emma. I'm pleased to meet you. Please provide me your name. Thank you. Again, I am Emma, your helpful virtual assistant.
Looks like you've got it figured out. I sent you all friend requests. Please don't blow them off.
Displaying recommended camping items. So Emma came up with all that?
Impressive, no? And it's not just random junk for sale either. It takes into account the season, the weather, your personal profile, and even your location for all its recommendations.
For real? Damn, that thing's eye is crazy!
Ugh, AI, not an eye.
Well, should we split up and buy everything Emma's listed for us?
Oh, can't we do it tomorrow? It's so hot out. I bet this guy's beat from the traveling too. We just went through all the effort to meet up at the hideout, yeah? So let's make the most of it.
Indeed. I have an absolute plethora of discussion topics for us to mull over. Particularly matters such as modern art and the possibilities within it in our current age.
Yeah, anything but that.
Thank you for treating us all to curry, boss.
Don't worry about it. Just think of it as sort of a welcome back gift. Plus, with this guy hanging around again, it'll be nice feeling like old times.
Same here. Thanks again. We'll be back soon.
Well, see you tomorrow. You know, it was nice talking after so long.
Okay, let's get to shopping first thing tomorrow.
Yeah, we gotta get everything Emma listed up for us, right? Then we should meet up by the Buchiko statue in Shibuya. See you then. Don't go forgetting, okay?
And don't go forgetting about helping out behind the counter either, okay?
Be ever so humble, there's no place like home. And just like home, Joker's unknowingly being hunted by the police. Again! Well, we're going to continue on with Persona 5 Strikers in the next episode. We'll be getting some sleep, and thankfully the cat won't be too intrusive to that. So, I'll see you next part. This is Arhyman985. Peace out, and fuck Morgana. I don't want to go to sleep, but the game will make me anyway.